Hello, SeptaSOAREous.
I'm Septa.
I'm Soar, and this is us. Today we're going to be checking out Boy Meets Evil and Blood, Sweat, and Tears by BTS.
Yes, guys. We're following the BU, and these are the next two.
So, yeah, I'm curious what exactly this is going to be. Because I thought that it just went straight on to
Blood, Sweat,
and Tears.
Yeah.
So, let's see. I'm very interested in this.
Guys, we got to let you know that it is the month of December. Last year, we started to do this, so we wanted to do a little focus and shout out to charity for the month of December. We are just going to focus on Thankmas. So this is for World Central Kitchen. They give fresh meals to families in need after some kind of disaster or crisis. Having food during one of those times is very, very important. Everybody needs food. If you can, make sure that you go down to our link below and you donate.
We've already donated, so we hope that you can help us out.
Yeah, let's help some people.
My scene was not specifically this or that, but consisted of having shaken hands with the devil. The devil held me in his clutches. The enemy was behind me.
Boy Meets World, though, huh?
어두워져가 내 미래의 빛 지기 어린 사랑의 이른 꿈을 내 야망의 도끼 매어 칼을 갈았지 but 참을 수 없는 내 욕심에 칼을 무뎌져 알고 있었다 이 사랑은 악마의 또 다른 이름 손을 잡지 마 외쳤지만 쳐버렸지 내 양심을 날이 갈수록 느끼는 날카로운 실드 현실에 지켜불게 묻은 비트 생각 못했지 그 욕심이 지옥을 부르는 나팔이 던지는 숨이 차오르고 뒤틀린 현실에 눈 감는 매일 밤 울리는 비극에 오르고 But 이 죄 벗긴 그걸 잊는 게 당초에 포기가 안 돼요 그 입술이 너무 달콤했기에 연했지 스포레진 미래 깨어나고 볼 땐 이미 사방인지를 건드릴 수 없는 매성주의 시선들 기적을 외쳐 현실을 미치도록 좋았지 달콤함에 중독된 병신 그래 병신 놓치기 싫어 쌍화의 손길을
Oh, yes.
It's so satisfying.
It's too evil. It's too evil. Yeah, it's so evil.
Oh my god, that was so satisfying.
Yes, it
That
was.
was so good.
Ah,
Oh, that was delicious.
that was so good. That was such a good dance feature too.
Yeah, it was. And that song, I love it. I love the production on that song a lot.
I know. It
It's-
sounded really full. They did so good at making me feel like I was inside of a room. Like I could hear the drop.
I know. That's what I was gonna say. It's like they did really good with that part. Made just really good ear candy. It was really nice.
Yeah, it was satisfying to hear.
Yeah, and I really liked his choreography a lot.
I thought he did a good job. And then I did love when they also switched to that black light version. It has the painting and stuff on the walls. So it was a reference to his short films.
I liked how they kept making it seem like he was being suffocated You know, he kept doing like the up the neck, how it was like creeping up and just like suffocating to him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, and he was talking about being short of breath.
Right.
So, yeah, I thought that was really good. I liked that. So, for Blood, Sweat, and Tears, we read the lyrics, and the reference to drinking from the sweet chalice, even though you know it's poisoned. I guess you could read that into like relationships and things, but I was reading it more into fame. I could see like you're still gonna like go for it because like that's your passion and the performance and all of that. And like you need the fame to like continue to do it, to be able to do it. But it's like a double-edged sword. So like it tastes so sweet and it's like so amazing, but then it's also a little bit poisoned against you because it has so many like negative effects on your life as well as the positive. So that's how I was reading it lyrically. But when it comes to the video, I don't know if it's going to be a separate kind of story, especially since it's following the BU. What?
Well, that was rude.
Why is he riding a bike in a museum?
Because that'd be fun. I also would not want to move to look at something closer.
Just have like the opera glasses.
Exactly. That's cool. That's a cool shot right there.
It is. I like the chandeliers on the ground.
Oh, it's this one. God, that like little like. So catchy, dude.
It is.
Immediately right off the bat.
Oh, what? That was a cool shot. Him on the swing like that. Absent.
Some like really cool shots in this.
Give me like Alice in Wonderland vibes there.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
Feathers
cool,
again,
man.
yeah. That's such a cool shot.
He too was a tempter. He too was a link to the second. The evil world with which I no longer wanted to have anything to do.
Oh, dope.
Something so satisfying about an organ.
Nothing like it, man. There's nothing like it.
Ooh, give me instant goosies.
That's cool. It's really cool.
Okay.
Oh, that's so
yes.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one was like,
So hold on, let's just start off with like the easy part.
yes.
The song slapped.
Yeah, that's a really good
was
song.
so good.
It's so catchy.
Man, yeah, it was like I liked it because it had like an upbeat vibe to it, but it had like this underlying like I feel like almost like darkness.
Yeah, like kind of like a haunting feeling.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what it is. I don't know if it was just because like watching the video or if it was in like the actual song itself. I don't like it could have been like their vocal execution because a lot of it was just like kind of this soft vocal, technique that maybe had done that, but I loved it. Like it was just so good.
Yeah, it felt like they were talking about secrets.
Right. It was cool. I love that song. That was so good.
That was
Loved
really
it
good.
so much.
Yes, I loved it too. And then, yes, they were very artistic in this one.
Yeah. Oh my God. There's so much.
Yeah,
It
the
was
setup
awesome.
at the beginning with them in a museum was perfect. I feel like a lot of it is a reference to the painting that Jen was looking at the beginning.
I know. I don't feel like I got a good enough look at the painting to try to correlate everything to it. The painting is like the angels and the demons fighting. And in Boy Meets Evil, you talk about like shaking hands with the devil. And so like you can correlate it back to like the old, like he sold his soul to the devil, in order to be very good at something or become famous.
Yeah.
And the lyrics and like the way that the storyline is kind of going, it makes me think of an Eminem song called 25 to Life. If you listen to it, it comes off very much as like a relationship, but he's talking about like the music industry and how he's given like most of his life to it and how at any moment it could turn against him. And he's like, dude, I've given you so much, but like you won't give it back. He's like, I know you'll never give it back, but I just love you and I can't get enough of you. And like that's that same of like, drinking the poison.
The poison, yeah.
That's basically what it's like. It's like 25 to life. Like you're in this prison that you've put yourself into because now you're ultra famous and you can't escape that. And you're trying to keep getting that back. Your next album, your next
You're
song.
always fighting to stay on top.
But that industry that you love so much could just be like, no, this isn't the one. You're done, dude.
Yeah, there's only like a shared love as long as you're on top.
Exactly, because you mentioned that, and then seeing this is like I kind of feel the same, and like maybe the cracks in like the skin and stuff that was happening is like, oh wait a minute, we're actually not in this just like fairy tale that we're feeling, and that's why maybe like the Alice in Wonderland kind of scene sort of thing. It was like, you know, fairy tale-ish, and but now it's like all kind of crumbling. They're like seeing the reality of it.
Yes. Yeah. I completely agree. It's like they saw like all of like the beauty of being on top and making it, and like how amazing that is. And it's so like gratifying, and like you just know that that's what you were working for
Right.
so long. It's so beautiful, and you're there, and then the facade cracks and it all starts to fall away, and you start to see all of the ugly undercurrents of everything.
Yeah.
You see like certain people's darker motivations for things, and you can't just take people at their word anymore because everybody has an agenda. And when there's money involved, it can get real ugly really fast.
Oh yeah. Especially
It's
when you're
just
the money
that.
maker.
Yes,
You know?
exactly. So it's like this like fight between like dark and light, and like the aspects within yourself, because I think also when you're put in that position, you could give in to like some of these darker tendencies easily.
Yeah.
You have the money, like you could get away with things, or you could do this if you wanted, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then there's like the other aspects of your personality still that are there, and like your own morals.
Right.
So you're going to be like, it's not really my style. But then like you've got the people whispering in your ear.
You should do this, or you could do that, or, you know, you could do that because you're famous and you got money. And I'm sure you could convince somebody to do this because you're famous and you got money.
So it's like this constant battle within yourself, and like to remind yourself to stay humble. And I think that's something that the members themselves have always really been focused on, is wanting to not let it go to their head.
Yeah, we just watched like a Rise of Bangtan where they're talking about how they want to keep the connection specifically with
the
ARMY
fans. Exactly.
and make it feel like they're one of us.
Yeah.
So it is, of course, like something that they keep striving for. You know, I didn't follow their career as they were coming up or anything like that, but I wonder if Wings, like this era right here, was when it really just popped off, right? And they're growing together, so trying to figure out who you are in the music industry as well, which I've never been in the music industry, but you only hear how toxic and horrible it is. They're dealing with all that as young as they are, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to keep themselves.
Yeah.
While also, like, when you're growing up, you don't know who you are. Early 20s and stuff, you're trying to figure out just like, who are you? What's
Who
your
am
motives?
I? What makes me happy? What do I even want?
So they're battling, like, is it the fame that makes them happy? Is it the artistry that makes them happy?
Mm-hmm.
What makes
The
them
success.
happy? And what do they keep pursuing?
Yeah.
What do they allow and like not allow? And it would just be hard not to
Yeah.
lose yourself in all of it.
Yeah, I think it would be like kind of like an intoxicating thing. Like at the end, RM was talking about the dark one and not wanting their influence over you anymore. And I wonder if maybe that was just kind of like a reference to greed and vanity and like those darker sides of things, and not letting them like have that influence on you anymore.
Yeah. And he also mentioned like the devil or whatever being in front of you,
Mm-hmm.
but the real
Enemy
thing was behind you. Is he just talking about himself though? Right? Like this entire time it hasn't been like what's trying to manipulate me. It's just me
And the actions
allowing
that
that.
I have taken.
Yeah, and wanting these things. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like in the back of your head, you know, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. And good Lord, the imagery.
Holy
this
cow.
video.
This was such a cool video. All of it, man. I was so sucked in. I'm going to have to watch this multiple times because it is so cool. We're looking at like the painting where Jin's standing in front of the painting, and I just noticed that you have like the dark and the light doorway, and like just that in itself is something. Just with like a single shot, you know, plus the painting. Oh,
showing
man.
the dark and light as well.
Yeah.
And
but
yeah, I did see the feathers, the fire, the water,
right.
and then the jumping off of something.
I thought it was really interesting. Like, I'm pretty sure it's Jimin with like the blindfold, like through the door. I just thought it was a really interesting way to portray something, because I feel like it's like getting lost, obviously. Like losing who you are or something.
Yeah.
And then there's all these doorways to go through. And it's like, which one do I go through to like figure out what I want or who I am? Or
yeah, I wasn't sure
I don't know if that's what it
was,
even meant, but it was just really interesting.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like a see no evil
Yeah,
kind of
maybe.
reference.
Yeah.
So like when you're surrounded by it,
And
you just have to put on a
I
blindfold.
also noticed they kept covering the eyes.
Yes.
There's a lot of that in here.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I guess, being blind. And maybe it's because they were blind to a lot of it going into it
Right.
as children that just love music and dancing and that artistry.
Just doing it because you love it.
Yeah.
And then it turns into a career, and then it turns into
It's
politics
a game.
and like
Exactly.
just everything.
Yeah. So they were like blind to what they were really getting into. I think maybe that's why they kept wanting to reference it, because it was
Yeah.
like, we didn't see any of this coming.
Right.
Like you didn't see the success coming. Like obviously that's what you work for, but you didn't see it coming.
Especially
then-
this level of success is insane.
And then like all eyes on you at all times when you're out there and performing, the lights are shining in your eyes and you can't see people. So I wonder if it's also kind of like a reference to that, the stage blind that happens. I don't know a lot, like there's not a lot of people that have experienced the stage blind, but it does happen on like those huge stages because you just get like a whiteout in your eyes from all the lights. And that's why the army bombs is really cool, because then that actually lets them be able to see how many people are out there. But I was wondering if it was a reference to that as well.
Thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully you're having fun watching us try to figure out what is going on with this.
Yeah. I know that we definitely missed some references and some cool little things. Tell us in the comments. We want to see it all. Tell us everything. And tell us what your favorite visual in the video was, just because they sneaked in so many cool things. I'm torn between when like the statue's face like exploded out and when he fired the arrow and then there was the paint splatter.
Yeah.
On the scene change, because
Yeah.
I did like that too.
That
That was
really
a good
cool.
cut.
I think one of my favorite shots is Jungkook when he was like floating and like had the feathers
The
around him and
feathers,
stuff.
yeah.
I thought that was so cool, but I don't know, man. There's so many good shots in this.
I know.
So many good ones.
Yeah, this one's beautiful. This video is a work of art in itself. I love it.
Shout out to Tina again as well for keeping us on track. We love you. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, please consider liking and subscribing, maybe even hit that bell. We have a BTS playlist if you want to check that out. We react to live BTS content over on our Patreon for our top tier patrons. And we have a new channel called SeptaSOAREous, where we talk about whatever we want. The link is in the description below. Until next time.
Always remember that we love you.
Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye, SeptaSOAREous.
Bye.